guys, I just went out for my coffee and I got some food out as well, and I'm on my way home. I've been eating out quite a lot lately because if I don't, I feel like I just don't have the fucking energy to cook. It's like just it sounds so like dumb and like stupid and like simple, but like just the act of like cooking something every day is like the thought is just like overwhelming for me sometimes. And I don't take care of myself. If I leave myself to do that, like I just end up fucking cooking these like dodgy ass meals that have like 2 ingredients and don't really get like as much perhaps like diversity or something in my food, and there's no love put into it, so my fucking health just deteriorates. So yeah, that's sort of been a new thing that I've discovered, is to just go out to eat, and I spend way more money than I should, but I feel like it pays me back in other ways way more than what the money's worth. So that's been my thing at the moment. I'm on my way home and it's about 9 o'clock and I'm gonna jump on the computer and fucking see what happens, see what I end up doing today. I don't really have a plan on what I'm gonna develop, but I have had one thought, which is that I'm gonna cut through this park here. I did have one thought yesterday that's something that I am potentially excited about, is we've been doing these like developer circles once a fortnight. We've had 2 of them so far and they've both been great, where one of my friends has like gotten in the hot seat and just like shows some of the stuff that they're working on. Sometimes in the first one we had a build that we could all play together, a multiplayer build, so we all jumped in and tested that, and that was fucking awesome. And yeah, we've been doing them fortnightly, and we're going to try and do another one on Tuesday in a bit less than a week. And if you want to come and join that, reach out to me via a DM. I'm more than happy to include more people into those, so you can see like behind the scenes with what people are making, how they make stuff, and you know, just have some fun and make some new friends just fucking around and playing games together and giving feedback and being creative and all that. It's really cool and it's really fun, and it's a great resource. But yeah, I had the thought just yesterday that maybe next Tuesday I'll see if I can pull together a playable demo of Voidtender. It's very early days, like I've only spent like a couple of days developing this project, but I got the multiplayer in yesterday, as you would have seen in the video, like the session hosting and stuff. And so it's almost, I mean, it's at a point now where I can upload it to Steam like privately, and we can all download it and play it using the Steam subsystem. So I just need to introduce something to it now, that like some content for us to actually play. So I was thinking, yeah, maybe what I could try and do by Tuesday was to whip together just a super basic like vertical slice prototype where the players can spawn into the game and you can see each other in the game, and you can run around and take photos of shit and see if I can make it like a challenge. Like maybe there's like a bunch of different PCG actors or something for us to all find, and you know, you complete your checklist and then that's it, you win. But that's not a lot of time. It's like it's like 5 days or something. But I figure that I've got to at least do something, and I've got to like try at something. Otherwise, like without sort of a goal like that, there's no reason to do anything, and there's no like intention behind anything that I do. And you know, it could fucking meander here, there and everywhere and end up going nowhere, and it's very easy to get like disheartened and disillusioned when there's no sort of tangible goal like that, because it's just like, what's the point? But I figure, yeah, if I've got a date on Tuesday, you know, I could whip together something potentially. I don't know, I might get overwhelmed and quit, but you know, at least it's a direction. So that's sort of where my head's at today. And I'm probably gonna sit here for a bit and enjoy the sun before I head home. And then yeah, I'll jump on the computer and hopefully I'll have some stuff to show you this afternoon. Alright guys, so let me show you what I've got going. I had a pretty productive day today. I've done quite a lot. I'll explain this stuff in a moment. Well, I could just probably show you. Basically, that's just a thing to walk over to delete your save, and the widget just hides on your proximity, which is a little thing I set up. And then I've got this little overlap in the middle here, which refreshes the server doors that spawn around the circle there. I showed you that in the previous video. But the main thing that I did today, I don't know if you can hear it right now, but I've got footsteps on my character, and I've set them up to emit noise to scare AI. So I did like a whole bunch of AI work today, and this probably wasn't the best map to come into to show it off, but we're here now. I think I've got some graphics settings. Oh, that's fucking cool, isn't it? Look at that. Hell yeah, that's a lot smoother. Yeah, I got a little bit low FPS on this one, but basically these things over here, they're just placeholder cubes. I think I'm about to get attacked. Yeah, whoops, sorry. So these guys are just going to chase me for like 30 seconds, and then I think they disappear. Oh, I tried to take a photo of him, but he vanished before I even got him. They're going to be like a little critter that's like running around for you to take photos of, or either be threatened by. I'm not really sure yet. But these things over here, so this is my first setup at like a critter behavior tree. So they're just cubes at the moment. And obviously I'm going to make them a bit more legit. But as I approach them, they detect the sound of my footsteps. I don't think that one's going to be able to get away. Oh, his material renders him through the walls. Okay, so that's what was going on there. So don't worry about that. Basically, as I get close to them, they can hear my sound, and then they start to run like that. And if... I'll show you how to do the behavior tree and stuff in just a moment. So he's roaming now. If I crouch... Oh my god, I'm way down in the grass. It's like way too hard to see. But this is my first time playtesting this. This is kind of exciting. I'll need to adjust the heights of all these, but you can already see like I'm getting much closer to him than I was before. And then the idea is that you can zoom in and take photos of things. And if I uncrouch now and try to walk, you can see he's started to bolt. So basically they just run away from any sound that they can detect. It doesn't matter if it's your footsteps, it doesn't matter if you throw something. I've set all that up so that it's sort of independent. They're not looking for any specific actor to run away from, or like a target actor to be aware of. They're just purely sensitive to sound. And so yeah, you can creep up on them. I'll see if I can dash in, get in nice and close. Look at him. Yeah, and anyway, so this is a PCG environment that I've made. It's not optimized at all. Like, as you can tell, like my PC will probably crash if I turn that up onto cinematic. Oh no, it actually still seems about the same. I'm gonna try and learn some PCG for this project. Basically, if you watch the game design video, the first one in the series, the whole project is gonna basically be in different PCG worlds, and you're going to be exploring them for creatures to find and take photos of them, and take photos of the flora and the fauna. I'm just cheating right now to dash around, but I just wanted to show you. It's getting really laggy in here because of the shadows, but as you can see just here, oops, I just crashed into the ground. Oh, he's coming towards me because I'm not making any noise. Isn't that interesting? There's just a few different things in here to take photos of. And I haven't set up the compendium yet, but basically, if I move across, is he going to run? Yeah, he's going to run. Oops, crouched again. Yeah, you can see him trying to run away. I haven't set up the compendium yet, but basically I'm going to have a widget, which I think I can activate. Yeah, I'm going to have a widget, which is going to have a checklist of things that you need to find. And then as you take photos of them, you populate it, and then as you get enough, then you can go to the next stage. So that's that. I wonder if I can... I'll see if this portal will actually take me back to the main world. I'm a little bit suspicious of it, but let's see. So that was what I did today. That was the main thing. Oh yeah, how's that? Worked like a dream. And then you walk over that. It obviously erases your save, which we don't have yet, so it doesn't actually matter. And I'll just quickly show you on this one. I think this one might just be the same thing. I think it's just a different world. Yeah, different world. You can see I've got some other pawns in there. So those are what the characters look like. And then yeah, you can see the guys have just spawned around, and as you chase them, this is just a bit better of a demo. You can see them more clearly and see that they're all just running away from me whenever I make noise. So I don't know why that's showing up there. Why he's got question marks on him like that, but we'll figure all that shit out. So that's where we're at. So there's a bunch of stuff I could probably show you with the blueprints, but I think the most important thing is I just want to show you that I've started to set up all my AI behaviors in a AI plugin. Sorry, excuse that soaring in the background. I don't know if you can hear that, but my brother's trying to build guitars in the carport, which is kind of cool, but pretty fucking loud sometimes. I've started to do all my AI content inside of a plugin, so I've got a bunch of different tasks. I've got one for a melee attack, which I migrated in today, and a bunch of different just general behavior trees, so things like run away from sounds. This is the one that I did today. And just other ones like run away in general, run away from a target character, chase a target character, etc. Basically what I'm trying to do with all my plugin content is to just, as I need bits and pieces from previous projects, I'm trying to migrate them out of those projects and then refactor them into plugins that are project agnostic, so then I can use them to build all kinds of games in the future. So anyway, that's what I spent quite a bit of time doing today. I took some AI behavior stuff from a horror game that I'm doing with a friend in the Australian outback, and I wanted to get them working in here. So basically how the run away from sounds behavior works up, it's super basic. It's just looks like that. You've got a behavior for roaming, and then there's just this one here that when it detects sounds, I just have this timer running, which just adds a movement input to the AI to get them to run away from wherever they heard the sound. So you could throw a bottle at the ground, for example, or throw a stone at them or something, and they're just listening. They can't see, they're just listening, and they'll just move away from wherever they hear that sound. And so the way that you track the sound is I have a generic AI controller, which I sort of use for a bunch of different projects over the last years. And yeah, I've sort of refactored this, but basically I've configured it to use the AI perception component, which just comes in Unreal and is standard to AI controllers. And then I've configured and this is how it looks if you wanted to like take a screenshot or whatever, but I've configured the sense stimulus so that it can detect sounds that are emitted by the player, and then it just sets a location for that sound on the behavior tree, and then waits a certain amount of time before it then clears the sound and then says, oh well, there's nobody making sounds around me anymore, I'm just going to go back to doing what I was doing. So this blackboard based condition up here is just basically checking if there's a heard sound that's been set, and then after 6 seconds then it just clears the sound and it says there's no sound. So whenever it hears a sound, it's just going to move away from the sound. And so the way that you get it to actually get your character to make the sounds is I have my character here. This is our ugly, hideous character with the fucking ball for a face and a camera sticking out. And I just created a component called a noise emitter. I was going to do it in the character blueprint, but I thought I might as well reuse this because I could put this like on anything. And then basically every half a second, we use this node here, which is just report noise event, and then I've got a bunch of logic down here for determining the volume of it. Basically you give it a range, which I think I gave it like 1,000, and then a loudness, and then the loudness then just multiplies whatever the range is. So like if you are sprinting, for example, you use a 2 for the loudness, and then that multiplies the range of the sound times 2 so that the AI can detect it from twice as far away. So basically I just have it set to be quiet when you're walking, or standard when you're walking, or I think it's like standard when you're crouching, and then times 2 for when you're running, for example. And then every time I emit this noise event, this is what the AI listens for, I just spawn a footstep sound, and I'll link that up so that it's different for different surfaces and whatever later. But yeah, that's basically how you emit sound. This is how you get the AI to hear sound, and then you use that information to drive the behavior tree. So yeah, the effect of that is that I've got AI that runs away from you when you make noise, and so we've basically got a stealth game now where you're creeping up to them and trying to get photos of different critters in the environment. Alright, that's it for today, guys. I hope that was interesting, and like I said in the start of the video, some friends of mine, God, my fucking brain has just turned to mush. I haven't had lunch yet. I'm gonna go and eat. It's like 2 p.m. Some friends and I are doing weekly or fortnightly developer circles where a group of us all just get together and one of us does a little show and tell with something that we're working on, and it's just a good opportunity to play some games from some different people, get some feedback, maybe learn a thing or two, like seeing how people do things, and just to have fun and like just to chat and just make new friends and enjoy the development process, like sort of as we're going, rather than like just when a game releases. Like it's so fun to just get together and like play games and make shit and all that. So if you're interested in checking that out, please send me a DM, just introduce yourself, and check out the links in the description as well. I've got plenty of assets and programs and things that, you know, I'm happy to sell or give away for free or whatever. You know, if you can't afford anything, just DM me, like that's cool. And let me know what you think of this video, and if you want to see more of these and all of that. So see ya.